here enables people to
Good day, Mrs. Ugwueme.
Hello.
Welcome to Miro African TV.
Thank you.
I can see that you are back to German. What are you doing again in Germany?
You know, it's the summer holidays, so the kids wanted to visit Germany, and so here we are again, yeah.
Wow. So, how is the holidays going? Do you like the environment?
Oh yeah, one thing I love about Germany is the quietness and the calmness, and I think for me that is quite important to enjoy nature and life, really.
Okay. Please, I would also like you to introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Victoria Onyinyechi Ugwueme. I'm a teaching assistant. I'm a mother, and I've got a lovely family. Amongst other things I do in the community, I'm currently the secretary of the Nigerian community in Hampshire, and I also manage the project called the Golden Eaglet, which I'm the coordinator, where we teach our children the African language, culture, social skills, and the issues they might face in the community. And amongst that, I'm also the first BAME officer for the Southampton and Romsey Labour Party. Yeah, I think that sums me up for that.
Wow, wow, wow. So I heard you mentioned something about Nigeria and the children in UK. How are they coping with the British communities?
The kids are doing quite well, and one thing I am so proud of with the Nigerians is we try as much as we can to incorporate our culture into the British society system. And with this concept we have about, you know, if you don't teach the kids, who will? And so that was where we brought about the project Golden Eaglets. And the kids learn our Nigerian language, particularly I'm Igbo, so I teach them the Igbo language. We have our Yoruba friends as well who also teach their kids that. And so at the moment we're asking for more volunteers to come in because Nigeria is it's a huge country and we've got so many dialects. And I think our kids will benefit if the parents can come, volunteer their time and teach their kids their culture and their language.
Okay, and I noticed that a lot of Nigerians are living in UK. Are they cooperating? Are they cooperative, or there is also the same problem that we're having in Nigeria in terms of values?
No. I think for us in the UK, we know at the end of the day we are migrants, and we want to foster unity over here in the UK. It's quite important to us. And we find it, because the system here enables people to respect each other more. So, because I believe when you respect each other, you can get the best out of one another.
Do you people have something like Nigerian community or Nigerian union? Where are you people?
Oh, yes. And that's what I said to you. I'm currently the secretary of the Nigerian community in Hampshire, where we foster unity amongst Nigerians. Because as Nigerians over here, we need to know one another. You can imagine, because of how vast the UK is and so many counties, people live different places. But when you say Nigerian community in Hampshire, it means wherever you are in Hampshire, we get to interlink with one another.
Okay, as Nigerians, you are seeing what is going on in Nigeria in terms of the federal government of Nigeria promoting one-sided business of the Fulanis in terms of Ruga business. What are you or your organization in UK doing about that? Do you people have contact with the government? Or?
They do, and a lot of groundworks are going on. But here in the UK, we want to have our facts right before we do much. So at the moment, concerned citizens are really doing a lot, and Igbos are like, this is our country. Even though we're here in the UK, Nigeria is still our home country. We've got to do something and help.
But in terms of this mass killing, the herdsmen destroying the farmland of people, and even the accusation that the federal government is even backing them up. No, no, none of them among all these killings. None of them is arrested. Your organization in UK, are you people not concerned?
No, we are really, really concerned. You know, this is real, it's happening. But at the end of the day, and that brings about my desire to join politics, because I believe when you are in the circle to create change, you can make change. And no matter how much I feel hurt, others around me feel hurt, if we are not among the circle to bring about change, it's just about talk, talk, talk.
Okay, and you just mentioned politics. You want to? Are you into politics now, or you want to get involved?
I'm in politics
You
now.
are in politics, and do you think that the British government will allow you to bring anything that will change the system they have already established in Nigeria?
You talk about change the system that are very established. Right now, the British government knows, because they are like, you call them the mother, they created Nigeria. And I'm sure it is in their best interest that Nigeria gets better.
As Nigeria it is today, it come to our notice that Nigeria was once a company of the British, and now they later turn everything to become a country. And it's like the system is not working. Don't you think that the British should do more in terms of ratifying what the mess they put on there?
They should do more and they will do more. And that is why we Nigerians in diaspora are calling upon our British government to look into this, because Nigeria on its own cannot really solve this. You know, we need every help we can.
So you getting involved, or you're already involved in the system, how do you think that you may use your political position to bring order in your own home country?
I think the best way and the only way to resolve a conflict is getting in the midst of that, to really actually know, not having hearsays or accusations, but
Yeah,
having
the press are showing every day that people are being killed, massacred, and even though the British High Commissioner, they are also in Nigeria. They visited a lot of Kingsmen in Igbo land mostly, and asked them what do the Biafrans want.
The press are doing their bit, but it's not just left to the press alone. We need the legwork. We need the communication. We need the transparency. And I believe putting all these things together will help to bring about a proper resolution.
Okay, so now let me jump into the, we mentioned Biafra, we mentioned Nigeria, we mentioned Igbo, the affairs of the Biafra going on in Nigeria today. What's your stand on that?
It's a huge thing, and I think we need a lot of talks, and I believe a lot of more transparency in actually what is really, really going on. Because I believe when there is a transparency to any situation, there lies the solution.
One of one's number third or fourth citizen of Nigeria, the former Senate president, visited Germany in promotion of Igbo culture, they called New Year Festival. And he got embarrassed by the IPOB people. Do you think that what they are fighting is their right to do so?
Everyone has a right, yeah? But at the end of the day, you have to ask which is the best way to get the result you're looking for. And we know past history has shown that violence is never the best way.
But Nigerian government do give their citizens, or they do give them what they call permit language always, whenever they want to dialogue with them.
Yeah.
They maneuver and play games. Don't you think that it's high time that the citizens of that country should stand up to confront their politicians?
Yeah, standing up for the right thing is very, very good. But you know and I know that confrontation doesn't really get you the best result.
Okay. Let me leave that one. Okay, so let me now jump into the IPOB affairs. As Nigeria is not working, and everybody's saying this, Nigeria is not working. Whosoever that opens or says something about the government they got me arrested. Don't you think the IPOBs has right to what they are projecting in terms of dividing Nigeria?
Nigeria has
Maybe
got it.
Nigeria is too big.
Nigeria is big. We understand that, and it's got its constitution, and I feel everything has got its due process. If you want to change, if you want to do anything, I believe let's follow the due process.
The due process you keep on mentioning, don't you think that like this senator that came to German that was embarrassed,
Yeah,
he's into that senate by that time to represent his people,
yeah.
and the people you are representing are crying, and they are not doing anything about that. Do you think that the constitution gave them the right or the power to do anything?
You have to look at it from different angles because, like they say, there's no straight road to every solution. The young gentleman who was attacked, and I'm sure it's just not good enough. And you can also empathize with the people, but at the end of the day, when you put someone there to help you do something, we have to work with the person and not attacking the person.
Okay, I will accept on that. So, you visited Germany and you are looking around Germany, seeing how things is moving, and I noticed that Brexit is battling. So I hope you are not here to look around where you will drop the boat if.
Not so fast there. I love the Queen and the country.
So the way things is moving now in terms of Brexit and the new Prime Minister projecting that he may pull UK out of the European Union without any deal. Do you buy to that?
The thing you have to understand here, Boris Johnson is having to face a difficult task and challenge, and it's not going to be easy. And I know every political party in Britain is trying to bring about the best result we can get out of where we are right now in the UK.
As we all know that Britain do jump into the European Union and jumped out always. They do file divorce always. Do you think that Europeans will keep on condoling this type of movement?
It's not about condoling, it's about strengthening the relationship they have with the UK. Because as you can see, the thing about marriage is, you know, even if you think the marriage is breaking down, it's not working out, there are different things you can try making it work, you know, to see at the end of the day, no matter how this goes, one party or the other is going to have some losses along the way.
What do you think that triggered this thing that made British to decide to pull out of EU?
There's a lot of,
Example.
okay, let's just take one that I know when I went about on the doors knocking and leafleting and campaigning and saying to people, how do you feel about what's going on? What's been propped up is the idea, you know, they were sold, you know, to leave the EU is about, oh, how much money the UKs are giving the EU and how they think the EU are taking their job. But when you look at it, that is just not true. That's not just the only reason. And I think with the enlightenment the British community know now, it's said out there that we're not told the whole truth.
Because I believe that if two families are fighting or husband and wife are quarreling, before divorce will come in, there should be, because I believe that the whole system that is running or functioning into European system, European Union, wasn't made behind the British. They were among the system builders. So why should they build something and now leave it to?
I think I will leave that question for the big bosses over there, really.
No comment. Okay. So now, as all of us are seeing things now, Queen Elizabeth, she's getting old and older. Are we expecting a king in Britain?
We're expecting a king. We are. And we'll see how it goes.
Do you think that British or Britain is British are ready, or after all these years, to work with a king?
Yes, because the monarch is a very huge symbol of the British system, and it's a pride that we have in the UK. So, yes.
Okay, let's then leave it that way. I hope you have Facebook.
Yes, I do.
Have you watched what happened in Germany in terms of New Year Festival?
I was so scared. It's the shock, you know. Oh God, no.
Okay,
That's it.
as you said that you are promoting the Nigeria and Igbo culture in Britain.
Yeah.
Are you people also going to have New Year Festival?
Oh yes, we had our first one last year. It's called we under the Nigerian umbrella. We under the Nigerian community in Hampshire. We have the Nzukondi Igbo na Hampshire, where the Igbo-speaking citizens of Nigeria come together and particularly speaking Igbo because all the anyempa kumwa muti Igbo ani Igbo.
Yes.
So, and where Apobeke to the side, Abia Wana, Ikwenaka Wana, Emekwana Humunna. So we had our first EBG Festival and it was successful. And this year, we're having another one on September 14th.
Okay, and I hope you people invited the dignitaries from Igbo land that will also help you people to promote the culture.
The organizing committee, yes, are doing that.
And most of your members are POB.
Yes, they are, but...
Oh, no one is security.
No!
Because I know that IPOB got to show that they are one family.
But all him put up respecting each other, no matter what it is. In hog, yes, obi only within the mad, but dog, and now UK.
Mana ọ dịghị ka ndị Igbo na-atụ ilulo si onye ụlọ ya na-agba ọkụ anaghị ajụ oke na ndị anyị na ha soro biri n'ala Nigeria na-achịrị atụrụ abịa mebisie na be anyị na ozi nke anyị na-enweta n'ụlọ na-egburu onye ụkọchukwu na-egburu onye eze n'ala Igbo ọ wụ ihe arụ igbu onye isi ala abịakwa ndị Igbo abịaba iri ji n'ala bekee na ụmụ mpụ dị iche iche amege n'ala Igbo ọ dịghị ka ụmụ IPOB bilie mbọsị ahụ mmebisewe ihe gbasara iri ji na onye ụlọ ya na-agba ka a na-achụ oke ka ekunu ga-esi aghọta ya
ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo ọ wụ ihe mwute ụkwanụ ihe ihere mana ichetakwa na iri ji omenala anyị manọkwa na diaspora chọkwara iri ji
ya unu chọrọ iri ji unu na diaspora chọrọ iri ji chefuo na oge na-adịghị anya na ya ga-enwezi ebe iri ji siri pụta na ebe anyị nwere ike aga-enwezi eze n'ala Igbo ha ga-enwezi ụsọtan
ọga ha agaghị eme ndị Igbo ga-echeta ha ekpola ndị Igbo no matter what it is ndị Igbo dị very resilient onye isi gị na-emekwa na ground works na-aga to ensure that that does not happen.
Okay. Mrs. Ugwueme,
Nah.
I will say thank you very much and thank you for visiting Miro African TV.
Thanks for having me.
You are welcome. So choose lighter.
Choose.